Hello and welcome to today's episode of Family Fix Forum, your favorite family show. Live on UTV Africa, my name is Ijeoma Vivian Annie, your host. Today on today's episode, we'll be looking at an interesting topic, analog fathers raising digital son. This is one challenge that every parent is having today because we're raising digital nomads. And every family will find it interesting in today's conversation to learn one or two things that will help you in navigating your journey as a parent raising digital children. Welcome again. We'll take a short break now, and when we get back, we'll get into the conversation proper. Stay with us. Welcome back. On today's episode, I have a guest who will be doing justice to this topic. A certified family life practitioner, a coach, and the founder of Value Added Fatherhood. I beg your pardon. Thank you so much for being here, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Gideon Ohioze. I'm the Executive Director of Value Added Fatherhood Academy. Now, the Value Added Fatherhood Academy is an academy that is dedicated to raising super fathers. And we do that in a number of ways. We do advocacy, we do counseling, we do training for fathers, and mentorship. The ultimate goal is to equip fathers to become better as fathers. Thank you.
I love the way you said raising super fathers.
Yeah.
Indeed, fathers can be really super. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Today we are looking at a very interesting topic because it's a challenge. We live in the time of tech, and we see this conflict between the parents and their children, because the children can't really understand what their parents are up to in trying to navigate their tech world, and their parents are also feeling like they are dropped out in the entire picture. So how do we bridge this gap, this generational gap that tech has brought? How can fathers begin to lead in a world that they were not raised in that world? And fatherhood is about leadership. How can fathers begin to lead in this kind of atmosphere where we're raising our children today?
Okay. The first thing I'd like to say is that there's always a generational gap between parents and children.
In each generation?
You can't be in the same generation with your
children. Wow.
And, I think many times we build one massive thing around this, the generational gap. It's proper, it's natural. As a parent, I can't be in the same generation with my children.
Absolutely.
I have to be ahead. Now, I want to draw our attention to the fact that this reality has always been there. I remember when we were growing up, many of our parents were not educated. They couldn't read. We could read. And I recall that, in those days, when you buy a book, you wrap it. We used to wrap books. Now, a child will come and the parent will say, go and read your books. And the child will take maybe James Hadley Chase or, Godfather and be reading. As far as the parent is concerned, this boy is reading. But the boy knows he's not reading, right?
Yeah.
Now, the father will not know he's not reading.
Yeah.
It is the same illustration that we have concerning this reality, And I want us to balance this narrative so that parents do not get scared.
Yeah.
Parents are already getting scared.
Yeah.
There is something God has put in every parent that puts him or her ahead of the children. My dad is 86. He told us a story many years ago. He retired as a school teacher, and he said in the 50s, when they were in primary school, he had a classmate who was not ready at all for school. So each time the boy gets home, the mother tells him, go take your books and read. The illiterate woman didn't know any other thing.
Yeah.
And so the only thing the boy used to hear in school was, good morning, children. How are you and how are you? Then the following day, the mother would say, Mom, go and read. You take his book, reader, Good morning, children. How are you and how are you? And he kept doing so to the extent that one day, the illiterate woman could tell that, this boy is always saying the same thing.
Yes.
No, so one day, she called him out again, go and read, and he started the same, story. And she was like, are you telling me that as big as this book is, that this is the only thing written inside? Now, that was a woman, illiterate. She had never seen the 4 walls of a school.
Yeah.
But the motherly instinct in her helped her to decipher that this boy was not doing
reading
the proper thing.
Yeah.
And that's the grace that God has given to us as parents. In the first, when we talk about parental presence, being present, it puts a lot of things in perspective.
Yeah.
You understand? So this issue of generational gap is always there. Now, it is not the ability of parents to influence their children in spite of that gap.
Yeah.
That's where the work is. And that's where, as fathers, we need a whole lot of awareness, maybe relearning also concerning this. And what is the reality? Number one, this is the new reality. Technology is the new reality.
Yeah.
It's not like in our days when you have to write letters, read
go
books,
to post office.
Go to post office. That's no longer the reality. The new reality is technology. And the truth is, our children, like you said, they live in a digital age. And many of us are just struggling to understand the
reality of the digital age, yes.
We are struggling to understand what's happening.
Even the literate, educated,
of course.
Exposed, everyone
if you look at
is in that struggle.
Yes, now, if you look at an average literate man, I'm literate. What do I do with my phone? WhatsApp. Okay, I'm on Facebook because of the thing I do.
Yeah.
You call. What again really do we Zoom meetings when you have Zoom meetings? But if you see a child take a phone now, you'll be surprised what the child makes out of the phone.
They can do.
It's different. You may even have those apps in your phone.
You never knew they
You never knew they were there. You didn't even know how to use them.
Absolutely.
You understand? So that generational gap is proper.
For every generation.
It's for every generation. It's natural. It is now as fathers to understand, okay, this is the reality. How do I navigate, this current reality? Now, much as people talk about tech, tech has two sides. There's a good, there's a bad side. In the academy, there's what we call remote fatherhood, right? Because the truth remains that every father will not always be physically present with the child, with the children, because of one or two. I met a young man some time ago, a military officer. He told me I've been married for almost 15 years. He has spent only 2 years with the family. Now, that's his reality.
Yeah.
But remote fatherhood, just like remote work, teaches how that even from a distance, you can
assess your children,
reach out to your children and still be a father. That's an advantage of technology.
Yes.
Right? But if we, as fathers, we do not understand this, there's a tendency to push away the good and the bad of technology. So fathers must understand that this is a new reality. There's nothing you can do about it. It has its advantages, it has its disadvantages. Now, as fathers, what are the advantages for you? What can you get out of tech to help your family? I just talked about remote fatherhood. Now, there's the other extreme of our children getting... Social media is addictive.
Yes.
Technology makes life
in different things
a lot easier and is addictive. Even as an adult, there have been times, you just want to look at your phone for 15 minutes before you know you are there for 1.5 hours. Even as an adult, I've been there.
Yes.
Now, imagine the effect it's having on our children. It's like wine.
Yes.
The way this thing is addictive. So,
very, very.
Parents stand a responsibility. Fathers, first of all, to know, one, this is the reality. Then number two, how do I help my children navigate this new reality? And in navigating that new reality, your relationship with your children comes into play.
Has to be
It has
top notch.
It's top notch. In
That's
fact,
the only way you can reach your
relationship,
children.
under the cover
yes.
of relationship, anything
You bridge the gap.
you
of
bridge the gap.
everything.
You understand? You know, I heard the story of a man, an illiterate man who used to do business, you know, across the globe. And one day they asked him, "You don't understand English, sir, but how do you,
Get involved and
you know, get to meet people, Germans, Chinese?" And according to the story, the man brought out a word of notes, naira notes. He said, "You see this thing? There's no language he doesn't speak. There's no language he doesn't understand." That's love.
That's love.
When the child understands and knows that you love him or her. In fact, not just children, anybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. We all thrive.
Every human being thrives in the atmosphere of love. Yes.
When a father is present and the children know that daddy loves me, daddy cares for me, everything falls into shape. Even the use of the now, basically, if a child adores you as a father, he or she will not want to hurt you.
Absolutely. Every child
Not
has
out of fear. Don't want to disappoint you.
Out of love. Out of love.
You understand? So it helps, but it helps the child. It helps the father-son relationship. But the problem is that for some of learning some things at advanced age is a bit difficult for us.
It's
difficult. That's
very
why
difficult.
some fathers are not just they this telephone is bad. Now children do assignments and
through the phone.
Through the phone.
Through the iPad.
Through the iPad. Now, if you want to push that away, then would you tell your children not to go to school? But for me, it's control. One, what's the control? There are ages children should not have phones.
Yeah.
I don't see the reason why a child in secondary school should have a smartphone. Well, I'm saying that based on what I know. There may be one or two few exceptions. I mean, I'm open to, but I don't see. You know why? Okay, my house now, we have gadgets, laptop, desktops. So when there's assignment and you come, the data is my own. I have homework. I'll turn on data. You do your homework. You do your homework.
Yes.
Of course, once in a while, you can allow them do one or two things. But the truth remains that whatever they do online is a function of what you have put inside them.
Whatever they do online.
Yes.
Is a
function of what you have put inside them.
them.
I've seen children, they are watching, they see pornography, they're not there, they scroll past.
Yes.
So the real work, beyond
It's
tech.
actually the relationship between the father and the son.
Father and the son.
The relationship between the father and the son. This is very crucial because, like you said, remote fatherhood. The challenge is not necessarily how to, be available or just be there remotely and be having or reaching out to your children. I think the major challenge is many fathers are not in the place or do not believe that they should learn parenting.
Yeah.
That's the major challenge.
Yeah.
Because you see that many fathers, even on their own, hand over these gadgets to the children.
Yes.
I've seen 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds who have iPad, 5-year-olds, and like that, before they get to 10. In fact, the parents themselves are the ones who give these smartphones as birthday gifts. So I think the major challenge is the lack of intentionality and the ego of not allowing yourself to learn, unlearn, and relearn in this process. That's the major challenge.
Yeah. I also want to say this. For raising children is work.
Real work.
It's not easy.
Yes.
And, for many parents, they have giving a child a gadget is an escape from that work.
Is an escape from that.
You understand? When a child is, you need to see, a child who is 2 years, you give her a gadget and she suddenly becomes quiet.
Is an escape from that work. We'll go on a short break now.
Yeah.
And when we get back, we will want you to throw light on this particular subject matter. Giving a child a gadget is an escape from this work called parenting. Stay tuned.
what made it easy for me, my mother did not really shy away from a lot of things. By the age of 10, 11, she had told me a lot about sex, she had educated me. What a lot of her mates were not doing, she was doing. Because what they will tell you there is that if a boy comes near you and he touches you, you get pregnant. It's not true.
Screen what you listen to, what you watch, the kind of content you consume. Because our eyes and ears, they are gates to our hearts.
Our children, they need more than food. They need more than clothes. They need more than housing.
They don't know that some of the things they're doing can actually affect and might run in the family and also affect their children.
Every child must experience also, freedom, being allowed to express themselves.
Thing parents or mothers need to know is they need to know their why. Why are you a mother?
Wow.
Why did you ask God to give you the children?
That's what children have, what they call neural mirror. Children learn from neural mirror. It is not what you tell them. They watch what you do.
If you become a doctor, you will be successful. You will have to look for something that is more than that, because the truth is, that's not true.
90% of men, the first time they get their flowers is at their funerals.
Oh my
90%
God.
of men.
Oh my God.
How many people encourage fathers?
Being a mother is just a tiny aspect of why God created you.
You told me you are talking like a woman. If I am not emotionally aware, I will take that thing and I will shut up and I will express myself. And you will never hear from me again because I don't want to be a woman.
How do we create this balance that helps our children be who they are and live in the reality that is theirs?
So if we restrict fatherhood to just provision of these basic things, then we are not doing justice to fatherhood.
Many fathers are or do not believe that they should learn parenting. Welcome back. Before we went on that break, you said something very striking, that when children are given these gadgets, parents are actually shying away from the work of parenting. And this is something every parent needs to really understand. How do parents understand or get to really see that there's a gap they're already creating by using the gadgets to just hand over to the children and fill in the gap? And the gadgets become the parents, of course.
Yeah, of course. So
because the child will stay quiet.
Yeah, of course.
And the child will listen to whatever you want to tell him or her.
Yeah.
So how do we get back to connecting parenting? Or connection parenting, as the case may be?
Now, the danger in this, there are some repercussions that come immediately. And anybody who goes through that is even fortunate. But there's repercussions that come
Later.
years after. And that's what this screen thing
has done.
Is doing. We can't really say we are good parents or bad parents until we see the outcome of what our children become as adults.
The report card.
Not even now, not tomorrow.
Yes.
But something happened in my home some years back. I noticed that anytime we didn't renew cable television, we bonded more as a family.
Yes. Because there's no distraction.
Because there's no distraction, right? The children were more creative. That's when somebody say, "I have where's my drawing book?"
Yes.
He wants to be drawing.
Yes.
Somebody is painting.
Playing music.
Somebody is playing music.
Keyboard.
Somebody is reading a storybook.
Yes. Reviewing.
But in the presence, once you renew the cable television, all of those things,
everything goes down.
They go. The center of attraction becomes the screen.
The TV.
And it's been, I read about research that said that in every generation, children are wiser than their parents. He said, but this Gen Z generation is shown that they are not as wise as their parents.
Yes.
Why? Gadgets.
Screens.
Maybe because of the times we lived in, but I'm scared for the quality of humans who have tomorrow.
The next generation, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Because, just think about it when you were in school now. Think about when we were growing up. You see, cognitive development of our children is at an all-time low.
Very, very.
Very low.
Very, very low.
Very low. Why? Because our children no longer think. Then there's this danger now of short clips.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of programs now, 4 or 5 minutes.
Yes.
the attention span of our children
in seconds.
reducing. Is reducing. Now, when a parent gives a child a gadget, what does it do? Oh, it makes the child. It's just like when somebody has a pain, you take a painkiller. It goes. It doesn't mean the issue has been addressed.
Yes.
So the children can stay with these gadgets, and as a parent, you are free to do whatever you want to do. But guess what? Your children are being mentored by people
who
you
do
don't
not know your values.
Okay, let me say this. Some years ago, I used to watch a lot of. We used to watch Indian programs.
Okay.
One day, my child was like, "Namaste, Daddy." As in, the way Indians greet. And I was shocked, And I asked myself, can you greet your local dialect like this? No. But
Yes.
unconsciously, they are being indoctrinated.
Yes.
It's unconscious.
With a lot of things.
It's seemingly harmless.
With a lot of things.
You understand?
Seemingly
Then
harmless.
see the programs our children are exposed to on YouTube and all of these gadgets. What kind of programs do they watch? Now, there's
and parents are not even there to check.
Parents are not there to check. That's why I say parenting is work.
And they have access to all of
They
these
have access to
gadgets.
them. So the moment, you can get a child off your back, he or she stops crying. You can do what you want. You are sowing a seed that you may not be able, when it starts, the seeds, the harvest tomorrow, may be overwhelming for you.
Yes.
Because that is when, there's this talk about people get married and a man has children, and after 20 years they go for DNA, he discovers that out of 4, only one is your child. The reality, if we're not careful, is that all the 4 may be yours biologically, but internally, psychologically, they will not be yours.
Not your own.
Because you are not there for them. Now, because if you look at the people who make these programs, they're not joking.
They are not.
Those people are spending billions of dollars, educational psychologists, child experts, and all of that to do these programs.
Yes.
Now, have you never wondered what makes a child sit on a gadget watching some of these cartoons for hours? And that child cannot watch
And they don't
NTA
care about eating food.
for 10 minutes. They don't care about eating food.
No matter how hungry a child is, put them on a gadget. That's it.
They don't care.
But give them put educational program on TV. They won't watch it.
They won't watch it.
On any cable, they won't.
won't.
They may be seeing children running competitions on different programs. They will not stay to learn on that program.
They won't learn that
But
one.
give them a gadget, they stay the whole day.
So, the first thing, parents, be mindful of, one thing about parenting is that we must be mindful of the environment we live in.
Starting from the home environment.
The home, environment has become virtual.
Yes.
When we were growing up, it was,
Yes.
okay, if you come home with a friend, your dad asks, who is that person?
Even
who
with
is his
a
father?
pen, my daddy will ask,
okay.
this pen is not from this house.
Thank you. But now, before, our children are being mentored and taught and indoctrinated by people we don't know. And what are they even teaching our children?
We don't know.
I mean, we can't even guarantee the sanctity of the things that our children are learning. So parents must understand that the internet is full of
garbages.
And we must the way a mother tastes food with her mouth, before giving it to her child, we must be sure of the things our children are watching. Some parents preview programs before they allow their children to watch.
Very few parents.
And it's worth the sacrifice.
Yes, very few parents do that.
It's worth the effort. Yeah.
Very few parents do that. And you said something. We must be mindful of the people, the kind of things our children are watching, because we don't even know the people indoctrinating our children. That is very profound, because not very many families even understand the place of their own family value and what it means to their children, so that when they see people who are indoctrinating them, they already can make demarcation.
No, that's true. The first thing I want to tell parents is have a family plan.
Have a family plan.
Have a family
Parents who are not learning parenting, will they know these terminologies? Will they know what you're talking about?
Okay.
Where is the place of learning parenting?
Okay, the place of learning parenting, yes. If you notice, there's an upsurge in parenting platforms. I mean, like 10 years ago. Now there are parenting platforms everywhere. So you can hook up to one or two parenting platforms where you can, like we have this Fatherhood Academy, where we have a WhatsApp group where we can interact daily. Sometimes people bring issues. Not everyone can wait till the day of the meeting. A pressing issue, somebody brings it during anytime, then you trash it out. You understand? So parents, because the same way you go to school to learn to become an economist, the same way parenting needs to be learned.
You should learn parenting, wow.
No, but some people will tell you, yeah, there's default parenting. I agree, yeah. But it's just like somebody who's good at drawing, very good. Some people are very good at drawing. If you go to school, a university to study fine art, you sharpen those skills.
Yes.
So many parents need to understand that we need to learn how to raise children. To raise ordinary snails, there are trainings on the internet, Abby.
Yeah.
To train rabbits. There are trainings on the internet. To raise poultry, there are trainings.
Yes.
You don't just raise
these are animals.
What gives us the impression that we can just raise human beings?
Yes.
So
I think I agree with you, because we've gone past the era of intuitive parenting only.
We've gone past that era.
Intuitive parenting only.
We've gone past that era.
Yeah. The awareness must be top notch. Like we should increase the awareness, because really it's a difficult one, especially in the tech world. Yeah. So what would be your final advice to fathers out there on how to model healthy digital habits? What will you tell fathers?
Final, fathers, understand that you are the head of the family. You should be the primary source of guidance. And whatever they learn from us, whatever we teach them, we like it or not, by 18, 19, our children are out of the home.
Yeah.
So whatever we teach them at home will influence how they behave.
Decisions they make tomorrow.
When
we're not there to physically guide them.
Because they say that a boy's dream is a man's reality. The dream of your son, of my son, is my reality now. What my son is dreaming tomorrow, I want to. It's my reality.
Oh my God.
So if he's not mentored, if he's not trained, he will arrive at the future and there'll be nothing to hold on to.
Yeah.
He'll be blank. So let every father know that our reality is our children's dream. And if they are not properly guided, they will arrive at that future. And, not know what to do.
Being blank.
So let fathers, as much as possible, understand that family is top-notch, number one, premium. Then train children. A child that is not trained, a child that will bring disgrace.
They will bring disgrace, and especially in this digital era where everything can be covered. Everything can be online, even when the children do not even know anything about the media and the plan of the family. So it is actually a call to action for fathers to begin to create media plans for their family. Thank you so much, Mr. Gideon, for being here. I hope when we call you again next time, you're going to come and be part of us again on this show. Thank you so much to our viewers who tuned in. We hope to see you again on this favorite family show next week. Have a great day. Bye.